It's the divisional round in the NFL, and that means a trip to the conference championship is on the line here today on EA Sports.
We're getting set for this divisional matchup. One team coming off the bye that was well-earned, and the other team coming off a win.
Man, we felt the energy in the stadium. We know the team that's coming off the bye, they're rested, their fans are fired up. It is going to be an exciting start.
We kick off this game. The winner heads on to the conference championship title game. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down at the 22. Ford's the one who brings him to the ground. For the offensive unit, the starters include Michael Crabtree, a wide receiver, a first-round pick out of Texas Tech in 2009.
I think this is going to be a breakout year for Michael Crabtree. He's got experience, he's overcome injuries, and now it's time to put it all together on the football field, and I'm sure he will.
That leads us to second down.
Murray's lined up directly behind the quarterback here.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Makes the reception. Gets about 9 on the play.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
First down on the way. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
They're going to run it on the toss.
Brought down at the 41-yard line.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
That's second down coming up.
The give this time to the fullback.
The defense will take the penalty. This will be second down.
The Raiders all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Ali brings the quarterback down.
You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front in no blitzers.
It's third down coming up.
The Chiefs defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
From the gun. There's a flag right there. The defense accepts the penalty.
The Raiders go with a safe call here on 3rd and long. They throw it short, and let me tell you something. Sometimes quarterbacks love 3rd and long. Why? Because they know they're going to get a completion to a short receiver. Doesn't pick up the first down here, but at least they get the completion.
3rd down after the penalty.
The Raiders lined up, bunch formation. Carrs back in shotgun formation. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. Smith will take it right from the center. Smith's off the mark there. Incomplete.
He is one of the biggest game breakers in the NFL. Running back Jamal Charles.
And one of the most underpublicized, taken for granted, not talked about enough running backs in this league. Jamal Charles has just been an outstanding player in his career in the NFL.
Second down following that incompletion. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends on the field here.
Khalil Mack takes down the quarterback.
Well, that's a good job by the defense that time, getting the sack on the blitz. And when you blitz, you're taking a chance. You better get to the quarterback, and that time they did.
It's 3rd and 17 here after the sack. Quarters formation here for the defense. Stands in the pocket.
And this is dropped.
Anytime a defense has an offense backed up, they know if they go out there and stop them in 3 plays, they are going to give their own offense very good field position. Terrific job by the defense that time.
To make the stop.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
The Raiders didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic. Wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
Derek Johnson is a man who makes so many tackles for this Chiefs defense.
I watched Derek Johnson in college for the University of Texas. He was making tackles all the time down there, and he has continued that process even in the NFL.
Coming to the line at the 39. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They motion the receiver around to the other side. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. This next play comes from the 30.
The Raiders come out in a bunch set.
Out of the shotgun formation.
Oh, the receiver turns around and defends the pass and takes away what would have been a pick. Second down after the incompletion.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
From the shotgun. Carr's taking off. Got a big lane. That's a gain of 10.
Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards. Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or worse, that'll get their confidence back.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
It's really simple. Keep your eyes on the football. When they're not on it, that's when you drop it, and that's what happened that time.
At the 20-yard line, and now in the red zone. Second and 10. And intercepted. Tackles made.
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
Playing press coverage to the outside. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Reggie Nelson makes the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Second down and 3 following that nice run. Smith takes it from the gun. And incomplete. What a hit that time. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback's face. It'll be third down. To the ground. Got the first, and he's got some space. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. On the money. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Here they come to the 41-yard line.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And Irvin in on the tackle.
Charles is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
coming to the line at the 38. Charles, the lone setback this time. 2nd down and 6. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
Charles is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. Press coverage all the way.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He's got the catch. Gains 16. That's another reception, giving him 2.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. 1st down at the 18. Will go ground.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. It's a 2 tight end formation.
And it's batted down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on 3rd down after that incompletion.
Charles lined up in the backfield.
Toss to the outside. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Should be an easy one here.
Drives it through for the field goal. Midway through the 2nd, and they take the lead with.
Puts the team in great spirits anytime you can get the lead near halftime, and you can just see the enthusiasm on the football team after that field goal was made.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
First down at the 20. He's got the catch.
They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
The Raiders did a good job that time throwing a pass on 1st down and picked up some nice yards. Now 2nd and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
The Raiders have it at the 29. And he'll hand it off to the fullback.
First down here after the run.
And here's the toss.
And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Here we have 2nd down.
The Raiders come to the line with a bunch set.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Just had to avoid the sack. Incomplete. The Raiders need to be able to pass the football to stay in this game, and they've had no success so far. Carr's struggled mightily, and they're going to need to get him going, Phil.
They are going to need to get him going. But listen, let's give the defense a little credit. It's not all about bad offense. The defense is on top of everything. They're playing very well, and I think the offense needs to change what they're trying to do.
Snap it out of the gun. Cooper's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
First down at the 49. He'll throw it over the middle. Makes the reception. They'll mark him at the 22. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Cooper's there. Oakland Raiders, touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
Makes the PAT. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Fields the football at the 8. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Chiefs bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive. Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 10. Gets the handle here. He's got a little bit of daylight here. Huge yardage picked up and finally tackled at the end. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. First down and 10. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Second and 10. Catch made near the sideline.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field.
Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
That's a big-time play right there, Phil. The interception virtually assures they'll be holding the lead at halftime.
Absolutely. Big-time play by a big-time player. He read the quarterback, got in position, and made that interception.
The Raiders now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 7-3. First down at the 16. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Chiefs go with the dime formation here on defense.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
With 2 hands, he has it. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of the day. The Raiders snap it up at the 26. And that's Johnson in on the stop. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. The Chiefs set at the line. Dime package. From the shotgun. Scanning the field. Bailey takes down the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. Nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
After that big-time sack, they'll now face 3rd and 17. Carr set, empty backfield. Carr's going to take it from the gun. Surveys. Hooper's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Chiefs 1 timeout remaining. King is back now. He'll be punting. There to make the tackle. And that's going to do it for the second quarter. We'll be back to Kansas City for the start of the second half after the break. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. The second half of this divisional playoff game is underway. Who wants to advance the most? A whole lot to decide over these next 2 quarters. The Chiefs, I have to wonder, where are they going to be mentally after that last drive when they were moving the football only to give it away on an interception? How are they going to be out there on this possession?
Well, I think it's tough. I really do, Jim. You know, nowadays, quarterbacks, it seems like all we judge them on, do they throw interceptions or not? And once you throw one, it's out there. You've got to get over that mental block, and you've got to keep playing hard and aggressive football. That's the only way you can have success.
The Chiefs will use a timeout here early in the second half.
Coming up, second down. Alex Smith from the gun. Looking across the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
The Chiefs just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Charles is lined up as the single back. They're going back up top. Dan Williams with the sack.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
It's now second down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Smith takes it from the gun. Intercepted by Reggie Nelson. Got a big lane. No one's going to get him now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The point after try is in the books. The Raiders now getting ready to kick it away. Wilson's got it. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Pass is intercepted. He's brought down. Phil, they come out of the locker room, and the defense has made a play with the interception.
Yeah, they came out with such tremendous energy. I don't know if it was something they ate at halftime or the words of the coach, but they took that energy, they went out on the field and got that interception.
Real good field position here to start this series. First down at the 22. Handoff out of the eye. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Second down and 5. And now here's the toss. Good for only a yard.
Houston, so strong. He can do everything on the field. He can rush the passer, beat up tackles, tight ends. How about defending this outside run that time? Stuffs it for no gain.
Breaking huddle and coming to the line at the 17-yard line.
The Raiders will set up. The 12 is the first down line. 3rd and 5. Scans the field. Raiders in for the score. Cooper's second touchdown of the game.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Wilson's going to start his return. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. First down at the 20. Intercepted by Reggie Nelson. They bring him to the turf. There have been many mistakes for this offensive unit through the first 3 quarters, and now they add an interception to the list.
Yeah, you make all these mistakes during a football game, you're going to lose confidence, and that's what we see right now on the offensive side. No confidence. Go back to the basics. Start all over again. That's the best thing you can do.
The wide receiver in motion. First down at the 24. Takes it from the eye. And that gains a few.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
All set up now at the 21.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Almost intercepted.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
The Raiders get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first. Third down and 7. And the immediate handoff to the fullback.
This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt.
No doubt about it.
Put 3 on the board. Looks like they are taking control of this game midway through the third quarter, adding another 3 points to the lead.
And what you have to do when you increase the lead like this, don't start looking at the clock. Just keep playing hard and try to bury your opponent.
Watkins is in on the tackle. The Chiefs are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Throws the pass. Travis Kelce comes down with it. That's his first reception today.
Jim Nantz, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down here after the completion. Smith's got it in the gun. 2 hands on the football. Touchdown. And they cut into that lead.
What a terrible job by the defense. That time, nobody even covers the receiver. He is wide open down the field. And, hey, nice job by the quarterback going through his progression. He finds the open guy and gets a touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. The Chiefs are ready to kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The Raiders could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. First down at the 20. Murray's got on the handle. And that's Johnson in on the stop. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking at every option. Carr's on the move. Cooper's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Second and 11.
Fullback takes the handoff.
On the way, third down.
The Chiefs lined up in the nickel.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series. King is back now. He'll be punting. Watkins in on the tackle.
Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed. They hustle. They're all around him. They only give up a couple yards.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
First down at the 42. Back that time, in on the tackle.
Press coverage all the way.
The Chiefs will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the fourth.
Second down coming up.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter.
Stands in the pocket, reaches out and snatches it.
Well, don't look at the scoreboard, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
Smith's completion percentage, 40% on the day.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
First and 10. Got hit on release. Second down now. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun.
Secures it with two hands.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Charles out to the right.
He steps out.
Jamal Charles, he doesn't look like the biggest running back in the NFL. He's very fast and very powerful. That was a nice gain by him in the red zone.
Second and 4 following the run.
Here's the handoff. Charles is tackled down after a gain of 5. The Chiefs are driving toward the end zone, and they need to come away with 7 right now.
Oh, absolutely. They need 7 to get back into this football game and make this game closer. Once you get inside the 10-yard line, of course, the field is very small. You got to come up with something different. Can they do it this time?
First and goal. Young's going to touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one. And that was a very much needed touchdown with still the better part of the fourth quarter left to play.
Yeah, it's early here in the fourth, but what you've done now, hey, let's put some pressure on your own defense. Go out there and get us a stop and get our offense the football and see if they can go out there and take the lead.
The point after is good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Raiders weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Oh, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
They'll try over again on second down. Card comes out in the pistol.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Catch made. Picks up maybe 3.
Good job that time by the quarterback. You got a lead in the fourth quarter. Don't take chances. Nobody open down the field. So he throws it short and he gets a completion.
3rd and 5 still to go even after that last completion. The Raiders come to the line and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Card standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. Ball's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3-and-out on this series. King is back now. He'll be punting. They'll take it at the 20. The Chiefs coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
The Chiefs have been in a fight today. The score's 24-17. Charles, the lone setback this time. Toss to the outside. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd down and 10. Back with the sack.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Now looking at 3rd down. Time in this one's running out and the defense knows it needs another stop. Heaving it down the field. Comes down with the defender tips it out.
When you're losing and you have the football, you need to make a play on 3rd down. That was just a bad play call. And now it's 4th down. You're going to have to punt.
They're in punting formation.
Offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Houston takes down the quarterback.
Oh, man, defensive coordinators love this. When you can hit, or this time they sack the quarterback without even blitzing.
Loss of 2 on that play. Well, they got to the quarterback on first down. Sets up 2nd and long. Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point in the game.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Advancing it now inside the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. This is 3rd down. The Raiders all bunched up here as they get set at the line. There's some shifting around in the backfield. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Aggressive call by the defense. They stopped the offense. Now they got them in 4th down. And let's see if their offense can come out and maybe win the game here late in the 4th quarter.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good. And that field goal pretty much locks it up. We don't expect any once-in-a-lifetime comebacks on this situation.
No, I don't expect that. Now it's time to just start thinking and having good thoughts in your mind. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy the fact that you played well all day long, and victory is in grasp.
And a touchback. The Chiefs offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on.
Ball is out. A recovery by the defense. Macklin's there to take him down.
When I talk to young quarterbacks, I say the #1 rule is always keep 2 hands on that football. That time, he doesn't do it. That's why when he got hit in the pocket, he fumbles it. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
So 1st and goal to go. Hose all over the ball carrier.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
2nd and goal from the 9. Ball is out.
When you get 3rd goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Stepping up, ready to go from the 7.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
3rd and goal from the 7. Breaks out of the tackle. Carr's and he's
forced to the ground.
Well, this is about as bad as it gets for a quarterback in a situation like this. You're near the goal line, and they give you a chance to throw the football, and you take a sack. Oh, my gosh. I wouldn't want to be him in that film session tomorrow.
The outcome of this game is probably now all but decided, as that field goal makes it virtually official.
Yeah, I think it does make it official. They're going to win this football game, and you sit around now and you can just think about all the things you're going to tell the press and how great you are and what you did out there today to help your team win.
The Chiefs just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field.
Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10, going to take it home for the touchdown. While that touchdown edges them closer to the lead, it may be a case of too little, too late in this game, Phil.
Well, it could be, Jim, but listen, I'm going to say this, it's never over. Remember 2015, the Seattle Seahawks had the Green Bay Packers in their place. I thought the game was over many times, but the Seahawks hung in there, and they found a way to pull it out.
The Raiders call a timeout, their first. The Chiefs trying to keep their hopes alive and recover an onside kick. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for them, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. Double tight end formation. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Murray's handed the football.
Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
Carr comes out in the pistol. The Raiders have it at the 39. Slashes to the left side. The Chiefs will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Into the open. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Chiefs will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. 48-yard field goal try on the way. The kick, and it's through there. The kick is good. The clutch kick and the 3 points, and virtually everyone here knows that that clinched it.
Yes, that did it, Jim. Now you can just take a deep breath knowing all that hard work during the week, it came through for you, it paid off, and you got a victory.
The Chiefs offense comes onto the field for a last play or two before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again and just get off the field. That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Scanning the field. And he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here. One team's hopes have been dashed. The other gets to live for another week and one step away from a possible Super Bowl. Heading on to the conference championship next week. All right, Phil, after this win today, they're now one step away from going to the Super Bowl. This victory today in the divisional round.
It's exciting times, Jim. This is, you know what, soon as you go out on the field for warm-ups, you go, boy, this is different. It's special. And if you can just put 60 minutes of solid football together, you get a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.